Okay, my name's Sam Semino. I'm the Scoutmaster at Troop 174 and Carmine Scoutmaster. Proud to be Carmine Scoutmaster. Today we're here to honor and recognize Don Carmine R. Scicchitano, or as I call him, Scicchi, for achieving the award of Eagle Scout. Presentation of the Eagle Scout Award is an important and serious matter. For the Eagle candidate, this is the climax of 8 years of long, hard work. Now the Senior Patrol Leader, Dylan Briggs, will lead us in the opening ceremony and Troop 174, and past 174. Go ahead.
Everyone, please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. By numbers 1. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
2.
Scout oath. By the numbers. 1.
I will do my best to do my duty to honor my country and to obey the Scout law, to help other people at all times, and to keep myself physically strong, mentally awake, and morally straight.
2. So keep it up. 1. We're going to do the Scout oath, our laws.
Scout is trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave, clean, and reverent.
Okay, thank you. Okay, you guys can come back over here. Okay, please be seated. Presentation of the Eagle Award is an important and serious matter for Eagle candidate before us today. This is the climax of their scouting efforts for years. Let me point out that the attain of this award is made possible through the assistance of those candidate today. This is an occasion for pride and joy, as well as time for serious reflection. The Eagle is the highest ranked scouting offers to scouts. It is earned through advancement program. Scout Scicchitano has distinguished himself through his continued performance of active service in scouting. It is important that each of us understand the meaning of the Eagle Badge. The Eagle ceremony is a solemn occasion. Your complete attendance and silence is desired. But we will do the trail to becoming a Boy Scout. First we're going to do the trail. Carmine, before he became a Boy Scout, attended Cub Scouts and received Bear, Weebo, and the Arrow of Light. We're going to do all 3 of them at one time. And the people can't see back there, they're lighting candles up there. Okay, and Patty will take us through the trail of scouting.
We remember when you joined Troop 174 and when you took your first step upon the trail that leads upward. You learned a new scout oath and law that required more of you as a young man. And he was about this tall, so you got something to aspire to. You began living the scout oath and law while on the trail. We watched you study and learn by doing. A candidate for the next step, building yourself physically, mentally, and morally. Then your brother scouts began to call you a tenderfoot, and they were right. You were indeed a tenderfoot. The second-class ledge was now within reach. Some were stopping to catch their breath before continuing along the trail. You began to study more. You worked harder, and almost before you knew it, you were greeted by second-class scouts. The next ledge had fewer scouts on it. The trail began to become steeper. Merit badges, skill awards, community service, they were required, but the red badge was within reach. Your parents, leaders, and friends helped to boost you to the ledge where the first-class scouts dwell. Now the trail was steeper. Now it was less worn. Fewer scouts seemed to be headed in your direction. You looked back and saw the crowds below you. You looked up and saw fewer above. Only 2 more ledges, tougher merit badges, more service expected. You continued to climb. Soon the heart badge of life was down on your shirt. You will never forget the thoughts in your heart. It has been an experience by all scouts on reaching the ledge of life. Now, I am close to Eagle. I will carry on. You found it was like no other ledge. The merit badges, skill awards, the dreaded boards review. We're almost behind you, and only a few remained. There was no turning back. Again, you faced the choice: remain a life scout, respected by all, or grope your way up the steepest ledge you've ever seen. A ledge so steep that only 1% of all Boy Scouts ever tried to climb it. Yes, we have watched your character unfold and become manly. We have watched your leadership ability expand. We have watched your mind develop and your wisdom increase. We welcome you to the threshold of your goal, but warn you that the mountain rises from here. From this day forward, more, not less, will be expected of you. This is not the end. It is a new beginning. That's why we only have tall Scouts.
So Eagle Scout, Mackenzie, Greco, please step forward. Mac,
This is the voice of the eagle whose heights you have struggled to reach. You remember when you came to the base of the cliff, and how you looked up with ambition and determination. Look now for a moment at the cliff you have climbed. Look back at all of your experiences. These experiences should not be forgotten, and you should profit by making sure that the adverse ones do not occur again.
Eagle Scouts come around this way. Over. Okay. Scouters and Scouts, family and friends of Eagle candidate Carmine Scicchitano, we have reached the part where I am honored to present the Eagle Award. Presenters will now come forward to prepare to present the Eagle medals to the fathers. Okay, we'd like to, our past Eagle Scouts, we'll go get Mr. and Mrs. Scicchitano. Yeah, you guys need to stand, yeah, you stand over here, you stand there. I don't need to be here, I can look over here. I want the family and everybody to see. Trying to get everybody to see everything. Okay, you sure you guys are good. Go back to your seats, thank you. Ben, don't go too far.
Don't worry,
No,
I'll stand
you gotta
over
stay
here.
there.
Don't you worry.
Okay, presenters will now come forward and prepare to present Eagle medals to the father for pinning on the candidate, and the Eagle letter is certificate to the mother. Patty, you give Mr. Scicchitano, like, Chick, you come over here.
He was fine.
No, that way everybody can see you.
But there's no
Don't be shy,
where's the flag?
huh? What?
Flag has to be over the right shoulder. Technical.
Okay.
Supposed to go do this.
You're not the speaker, I am.
That's how it process. You can't see it, so if you get pinched, you know exactly what happens.
It's not, yeah, it's not. It's on, sort of.
And you gotta go like that. Now go stand in front of the flag. That's where you're supposed to
Present
be.
the certificate to the mother to give, what, I'll read it out. Boy Scouts of America is proud to award the rank of Eagle Scout to Carmine R. Scicchitano, 2174 Mount Carmel, PA. He is recognized for the success and completion of the requirements for scouting highest rank, the Eagle Scout. And there's all kinds of people from the national hall, and I can't read their names. Yeah. Okay, now you go over there and get the pin off them. Which one do you have first? Okay, Carmine, give your pin to your mother, please.
Yeah, just
Oh, I like you.
now you have a little pen that says Eagle.
Ben.
Get one.
You need to clear it.
Yeah.
You got your way. You only have to count the bottom one. That's all Eagle Scouts have done. Yeah, they can come up here. Want me to? All Eagles come forward?
Please.
All Eagles come up.
Mac.
Anybody in the crowd is an Eagle, come on
Anyone
up.
else? Anyone else?
Hey, Carmine.
Carmine, step forward to us. We will now recite the Eagle Scout Pledge.
Signs up.
Signs up, mighty. Say. I, and insert your name here. I, Ben,
I, Carmine,
believe in the Boy Scouts of America as a movement, which
Believe-
has its aim, as a purpose,
believe in the Boy Scouts of America as its aim and its purpose.
character building and citizenship training.
Character building and citizenship training.
I believe it to be a movement
I believe it to be a movement
that helps a scout become a master
that helps a scout become a master
of his own powers,
of his own powers,
helps him to get along with other people,
helps him to get along with other people,
and helps him find a worthy use of his powers.
and helps him find a worthy use of his powers.
I therefore believe it is my duty
I therefore believe it is my duty
to do my best to obey the scout oath and law.
to do my best to obey the scout oath and law.
I hereby renew my faith in scouting
I hereby renew my faith in scouting
and promise to do what I can in service to others.
and promise to do what I can in service to others.
And scouts who have not come thus far along the Eagle Trail.
And scouts that have not come thus far along the Eagle Trail.
2.
More nervous before the
I know. You was more nervous than I was.
Okay, escort the parents back.
You can go sit down.
Here you go.
You can go sit down.
Thank you so
I can
much.
go.
Yeah, you can go sit down.
Okay.
Oh man, wait.
I'm sure you did, that's your job.
Yeah. I'm standing. I'm standing. I'm thinking your hand.
I know you are.
Thanks, man. No problem.
I love that picture.
Thanks, man.
I got all of it.
Yes. Yeah, my turn. I'm trying to get full groups. I'm trying to, let's go over here. You got a room here. Say, girl, your picture's right across from here. Good. I'm trying to get both groups at one time. Everybody can see what's going on.
I have a lot. Yeah, I have a bunch. Yes.
First of all, I know we clapped a little bit there, but I'm going to present Carmine as an Eagle Scout to everybody. Give him a applause, please. Okay, this came from the executive office. Chief Scout Executive Michael B. Serbon. Never met the guy, don't know who he is, but this is what he should have been here to read, but you know how it is, they're too high paid to come. You're now an Eagle Scout. In completing requirements, you master many valuable skills that made the Scout oath and law a part of your life. What you accomplish is impressive. It is also pretty rare. Fewer than 7 out of every 100 Boy Scouts ever achieved a rank. It means you dedicated yourself, put in hours, and more important, found a way to benefit your community. So that's basically all I was really saying. Now what I'm going to say is a little different. But I ain't been on them. You want to read them? Go ahead. I don't want to. You don't come down.
This one's from the National Eagle Scout
I'll say
Association.
the same thing.
I'll just read the top part. You did your best, you passed all the tests. As an Eagle Scout, you soar above the rest. You now are prepared to help make the world a better place. That's why we invite you to join the distinguished leaders, world explorers, and people who make a difference as a member of the National Eagle Scout Association.
All they're asking is for money.
And this one is from our Scout executive who couldn't be here because he's right now at Camp K doing another Eagle Scout Award. And it says, congratulations upon your attainment of the Eagle Scout Award. This prestigious recognition is a testimonial to the dedication, perseverance, and leadership that you have constantly displayed on your trail through the Eagle Scouting program. As your Eagle Medal is pinned to your chest, I ask that you would reflect upon 3 important principles. 1, you have just become a marked man. Throughout the rest of your life, you will be held to a higher standard and judged against stricter values. Represent yourself and all fellow Eagle Scouts as men of character. 2, you didn't arrive at this point in life by yourself. Take time to thank those who supported you on this journey. Your parents, leaders, teachers, pastors, and friends. Each of them in their own special way has contributed to this special day. Remember their sacrifices and contributions. 3, the trail doesn't end here. You have just incurred the highest debt of your life. That obligation to repay the experiences that you have enjoyed to those scouts that follow. There is no such thing as a former Eagle Scout. You will always carry the title, the recognition, and obligation that comes with the medal. I wish you the very best for continued success in years ahead. Use your experiences to guide you along your future trails. I am proud to welcome you to the elite brotherhood of Eagle Scouts. Dennis Dugan, Scout Executive, CEO, Eagle Scout, Class of 1982.
Done read all the letters?
Yep.
Okay. I'd like to thank, you see the 3 Eagle boys kept coming up here. They're Troop 174 Eagles in the past, I guess, 7 or 8 years. We had Brandon and Mackenzie Greco, And actually, they had another brother. They had there was three brothers were Eagle Scouts, and Ben McFadden was right before. What's your name? Schicky.
Wow,
Right before Schicky, Ben McFadden was our last Eagle Scout. We have a small troop. Usually runs between 5 and 6 boys. Depends who I throw out and when I throw them out and when I let them back in. But the thing we have, we average, last 10 years, we average Eagle Scout once a year, actually, out of them few boys. So the leaders really do a good job. And Jim Conburn is here and Patty. I have to recognize, I'll get to you. I get to Mary Ann Weidra, I have to recognize her. She's been with us, oh my God, 20 years. She's the mother of the kids. When we were up at the Elks, she used to come in the 10 bar just for us. After the meeting, the kids go down, she treats the kids all the time. Anytime she still comes up to the Clovers. She's still our executive, and she's always bringing goodies for them, goodie bags, soda, anytime she gets that. So she was a big part of this troop. Okay, I talk a little bit about this guy. This guy here, I don't know, when he came in, a couple times I asked, well, we're going camping. I don't think I want to go camping. Yeah, you go camp? No, I don't want to go. And then they had all these allergies. Dad won't let them go out in the rain and all this stuff. So one day I said we're gonna be up at Helfrey's Grove. Just come up for the day. We're gonna be shooting rifles. Joe D'Amico brought his gun up. We were shooting targets. He spent the day. Before the day was out, he wanted his dad to go get a sleeping bag because he was staying. Ever since then, he had very seldom he ever misses a trip. He's been running this troop for 3 years, maybe more than that. He's always there when I needed him. He's going to camp this year with us, to Camp Grunau. I don't think he ever missed a trip to Camp K.
No, I haven't.
No, don't think so. So he came a long way. Got a little more involved, more vocal. Tell him to do something, he does it. Tells the kids to do it. Sometimes they listen, I can't do it all the time, we know that. And just, I would say my left and my right hand man, because he did everything I asked him all these years. I'm very proud to be sending him this. This is the Eagle hat from the troop. You'll never see me wearing this because I was never an Eagle Scout. And all the boys are Eagles. This is my 45th Eagle since 1980. So, and it's only with this troop 174. And this troop started in 1980. Their first Eagle would have been 84 or 85. And I think that was Dennis Stone's boy. That's how far we go back. So, we're that proudly, and I'm proud to know you. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes. No, it doesn't conclude. I'm sorry. You have the floor, sir.
I can never remember what to say. I wrote this down.
Oh no, he's got a speech, it's 10 pages.
No, it's only one. It's just in the smallest possible font. Okay, okay. I just have one thing to say before we conclude the ceremony, and that is thank you. I can only get so loud before I yell Patty. One person or one group of people I really need to thank is my troop. So Dylan, Nick, Landon, everyone else from our troop. You guys have all you put up with me for a long time, especially with my Eagle Scout project. You guys were going above and beyond some days in which I could have ever expected from you. So thank you for that. Thank you to Mom for being the person who actually got me into scouting all those years ago. You're the one who walked me to scout meetings every Wednesday night at 7 o'clock up that hill. So you've done a lot. Without that, I could have never gotten Weeblo Bear or the Arrow of Light. So Without you, could have never gotten to Eagle Scout. Thanks to my dad for allowing me to stay in scouting over the years, all the way from Tenderfoot all the way up here to Eagle. You've got me to camp so many times. You got me to camp at the first time with Helfrich's. Again, you've done so much, I can't possibly actually explain how much you've done. I need to thank my sister Katerina for always allowing me to steal the Jeep and do whatever I need with it, especially today to get everything around.
Yeah, which she has right now.
Yeah, which is currently parked over there. So thank you for that. Gib, thank you for constantly letting me ramble to you about whatever I needed. And I would talk for an hour at a time to him about Eagle Scout, and he would just nod and say yes. But just getting those ideas out there and just actually being able to say them out loud instead of just thinking to myself, that again, just more stuff I can never repay that just because you've done so much.
Thanks, buddy.
I need to come over here and grab these three things. Second. Grabbing you and making you walk over here. Alright. Now, my scout leaders that are here today. Hey, Mr. Combeer, Mrs. Huber, and Mrs. Camino.
Miss.
Sorry. Mr. Jim Conbeer, if you need a tool or need anything fixed, you can go to him and he has several of whatever you need. He gave me plenty of advice over the years and helped me more times than I could think. So, there's no way I can really explain how much each of them helped me. They've put so much time and effort into helping me and, as Sam said, 45 other Eagle Scouts over the years. So, what I decided was to show them little much how they mean to everybody. So, what I did was I took one thing I'm good at, which is my photography. Okay, so I took a little time and effort and got each of them a photo which would be special to them that nobody else could ever give them. For Mr. Conbeer, I work at Knoebel, so what I did was I got a picture of one of the eagles from over there, just so he could commemorate all the Eagle Scouts he's helped, and just so he could see how much he's helped me. Next up, Mrs. Huber. Miss Huber, sorry. That is a picture from the Weiser State Forest, the trail along the waterfront. Just to show all the trails that she's helped scouts on over the years, and for all the trails that she will continue to help them. Because, trust me, I don't know what I would ever have done over these years without Patty. She is by far the greatest.
He's the only scout I've ever let borrow my car.
Willingly. All right.
You're not getting a handshake.
Oh, good. Not I'm stealing. All right. Finally, the biggest photo for our Scoutmaster, Mr. Semino. Sam's seen this troop at its best and at its worst. He's done more than anything. He's carried this troop when we've had 10 boys and when we've had 6. So, you may have seen a smaller version of this photo over there, but it is the American flag from the Whiteman's Dam. He takes care of the Whiteman's Dam along with the Lions Club and sometimes bring the boys up. For 45 Eagle Scouts, and just for all the future ones you will help, nice up there. You're very welcome, Sam. And again, thank you for...
Well, I'm going to the future myself.
No, that's enough for giving. Alright,
Okay, we done?
and I just have one more, and then just one more quick thing, and that is a little certificate of appreciation for Mr. and Mrs. Briggs. Mr. Briggs is going to be here, just because they're allowing us to park over there for them, and they're not charging me for it, so if Mrs. Briggs could come up and just get this little certificate. Just for... Good, that's what I'm trying to do. But I did anyway.
Carmine, they didn't charge you to park, but to get out was $5.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah, you didn't know
That's a
that.
good point, thank you.
Alright, and that